What is going on, guys? DBG here. Today we're going to be talking about the best small forwards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM, lads. We got quite a few players in this list, but a little bit less than the point guard and the shooting guard tier list. The PG and the shooting guard one is obviously being, well, there are quite a lot of players in them, and we've got the small forwards here. It's not just going to be primary small forwards, it's obviously going to be primary and secondary small forwards because, well, we can't just do primary now, can we? So the first player that we have got right here is, we've got AK-47, who I think AK-47 in B tier is probably right. As far as Wiggins goes, probably the same tier. The big thing about AK-47 is that he is good. He's really, really good. Because I know, again, a lot of people are iffy on him. Well, me especially. A lot of people are higher on this card than I am, but I know some people are iffy on him still at the same time. I think he is a more than competent player. I think he's definitely somebody that I would say is more than usable as well. Just an overall really good card. Next up, we got Bailey Howell, Plumber of the Year, C tier. C tier. I don't know. Like, his release is chick. He might go down to D, which is like, that would be like one of the wildest things ever. Like a good card going down to D tier. And Cam Reddish is no, Bailey Howell's got to go C. If Cam Reddish is going B tier, Bailey Howell has got to go, or Bailey Howell's got to go C tier. Because I like Cam Reddish. I really do like Cam Reddish, and I think a lot of people are. Well, no. What am I talking about? A lot of people are high on Cam Reddish. I don't think anyone's really high on Cam Reddish. I think a lot of people are saying that he's not terrible. I think that that's one of the things now, is that like Cam Reddish being usable is still a fact, but I do think that he's not really up to much, to be completely honest. But yeah, so anyway, now we are going to go on to the next player, which is Carmelo Anthony. And this Carmelo Anthony, I'm going to go, they're basically the same card. One just moves a little bit better. So I'll go like C tier and B tier. I don't like Melo. I really just cannot stress that enough. Like, I know a lot of people really do like Melo. I really don't like Carmelo Anthony. So, yeah, he's going to have to go into that tier for me, because he is not one of my, he's not even one of my liked cards. Cincy Powell, I mean, Luka release is not what it was last year, is it? Like, they gave him X and base. I'm pretty sure they gave him X and base because they thought, you know what, let's make Cincy Powell a beast again. No, Luka base is just... Luka base is not good, because they gave him Exum last year. I don't think Exum exists this year. So I think they were just trying to give him a good release, and they kind of messed up, in my opinion. But, yeah, so anyway, that's where I'm going to put him. DeAndre Hunter, D tier probably. Maybe C tier, because you need to shoot a little bit less than you do at the shooting guard position. I'm gonna go for I'll go C tier or B tier for Dennis Rodman. He's just not like, it's not even that he's a liability on offense. Like, there's a lot of guys that are liabilities on offense that you can still use. He's just unusable on offense. Like, there are liabilities and there's Dennis Rodman. Like, Dennis Rodman is basically just a non-factor in the offensive end. And I'm sorry, like, as much as like you can use bad offensive players, you can't. Like, you can use a Drew Holiday's a bad offensive player, but an immaculate defender. So like, you can go and use yourself a Drew Holiday and be perfectly content with the guy, but at the same time, you're not. It's hard to use Dennis Rodman. He's that bad. He's more than liable. He's unusable. I'll go C tier for Finney Smith. I'm going to say B tier for Finney Smith. I'm going to yit this Giannis in C tier. I hate this Giannis. I don't like Giannis that much in this game. I just can't. I cannot stress that enough. Like, I cannot stress enough. I don't like this Giannis. I really don't like this Giannis. But I mean, yeah, let's put him in C tier. This Giannis, A. I don't care. Giannis is gonna go. Giannis might get into S tier, by the way. He might. Like, there is no guarantee that Giannis stays in A tier. But for now, I can't in good faith put Giannis in S tier. With the guys that we've got, with the guys that you can get at this position, I think in good faith, I can't yet put him in S tier because I don't like Giannis. Oh, he stinks. Glenn Robinson might go into worthless. We probably should sort out our worthless right now. It's going to go Glenn, Larry Bird, and yes, Larry Bird is a worthless player. Larry Bird is no question about it a worthless player. This guy is unusable. He can't play. He's a bona fide scrub, as Stephen A. Smith would say. This guy is terrible. And no, I'll move this Larry Bird out because there's no point having two Larrys. There's some bad small forwards. Like, Larry Markkinen stinks. I don't care what anyone says. As a small forward, I don't care that he's a 7 foot tall small forward. Like, if you want a 7 foot tall small forward, use Alexei Pokusevski. If you want a legit 7 foot tall small forward and can't get away with a 6'11" small forward, Alexei Pokusevski is your guy. He is your guy. Like, that man is... He's your guy. Worthless tier also has to be... Do I put Sohan down there? Because I gotta get two more. I think I have to put Sohan down there. Marion's terrible. I don't even mind Sohan that much, but he has to go there, unfortunately. He has to. We gotta get 5 players down here. Jabari Smith. I'm gonna move a lot of these guys down a tier as well. You. Yeah, I'll go you. I'll go with that. Move you down, and you down. Yeah, I'm happy with those tiers. A tier for... Nah, Giannis is S. Giannis is S. I'm looking through this list. Giannis is S tier. A tier for Jaden McDaniels. Solid jumper, a little bit slow. Moves really well. Shoots the ball really well. Handles it really well. Curry slide. Great defense. 6'9". Like, the perfect A tier player here. Tatum, A. I don't think there's really much debate here. There should be much debate here when it comes to Tatum. I think him being an A tier should just be like a given. I think Jason Tatum being put into A tier at this stage should just completely be a given because, well, there's no other tier you can't even consider putting the guy in. Yeah, I'll put the guy in this tier. Because he is all around a good player. Then we got Joe Schmidt. Joe is going to go into B tier. Again, he's 6'10". He shoots the ball really, really well. He's like a 6'10" James Worthy. I'm also going to go... No. I think this Smith is better than this Giannis. These two tiers really blend in. There. Am I better with tiers? Am I better with tiers now? I think I might be better with tiers. A little bit better with tiers now. As much as I don't really like Giannis, yeah, he is not a C tier player. And then if Ty reacts to this video, he's getting angry. And I've never had Giannis cook me. Even this Dark Matter Giannis, I've never had anyone do anything with me with this Giannis. And Ty, if you're reacting to this and you're replying, but you've never played me with this Giannis, like, yeah. What? You expect me to say anything else other than yeah? Kawhi Leonard, A tier. Release, it's not terrible. It's not good. There's just something about Kawhi this year. I don't like him. Like, I've liked Kawhi in a lot of other years. I think he's a perfectly fine card. Again, that's the only way I can describe him this year. This isn't the year of Kawhi. I think last year really was the year of Kawhi. Last year was the year of Kawhi. That Kawhi Leonard, the thing one was so good. That Mystic Kawhi, Mystic Luka combo that every budget player ran at the end of last year. I remember every single budget player last year ran Mystic Kawhi at the 2 because he was like 5 KMT. They ran Mystic Luka Doncic at the 1 because he was better than endgame Luka and was 5 KMT. Every single budget squad that you saw in, like, I'm pretty sure it was like August when it was like late July by the time they came out. In late July, because I think did they come out the same day? Luka and Kawhi might have been the same day. But there was a Mystic Kawhi, Mystic Luka bundle, and everyone ran them. Then we have got Kevin Durant. I'll go C tier and A tier for KD. I'm not that high on KD either. I think he's good. Don't think he's spectacular. I think he's good though. And there's a lot of positive things about this card. He's a good shooter, decent defender. It's just only okay. Lamar Odom, like low B tier. Low B tier, a good player. LeBron James, B tier. I know Ty's gonna lose his mind. I don't really like LeBron that much. This LeBron is obviously S tier. Obviously S tier. And I'm looking through these small forwards. I don't know why I thought Giannis might not be S tier. Like, that's crazy. Like, there are two other guys that I think are better than Giannis. But Giannis by far is the fourth best. That fifth S tier spot's going to be a tough one. And you want to know... Oh no, I know what the fifth S tier spot is. I'll go A tier at small forward for Luol Deng. And I know, again, some people are losing their mind. I really like Luol Deng. Like, I can afford any of these guys here on the bench. My small forwards are Luol Deng and Jaden McDaniels. Like, I can afford any of these guys. They're all affordable. Other than like Carmelo, but I don't think anyone's gonna really argue Carmelo. I choose Jaden McDaniels and I choose Luol Deng, even over Kawhi Leonard, who I can afford as well. I'm gonna go A tier for Mikal Bridges, but it's a tough A tier because he's very, very small player build, but he does have long arms. He is a shooting guard. He's a very, very good on-ball defending shooting guard. Albeit, when I play with my starters, obviously my starter is going to be Jaden McDaniels. He comes off the bench at the 2. But even when you've got say he's struggling there. Even when you got like Scotty or something, he's still better at the 2. I would start him at the 2 if I didn't have Chetty Osman. Oh, but the Bandman is S. The Bandman is, no question about it, an S tier player. This guy is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Bandman's in there. Nick Batum. He's a C tier player, but I like Nick Batum. I don't care. I like Nick Batum. That slow ass release that greens every single time. I literally play co-op on US host and never miss with the guy. I actually kind of like him. Then we've got OG Anunoby. OG's better than Pink Diamond. A. I prefer him to Wiggins. I'll put him in B tier, but he could easily go A. Banchero. C, he's fine. The only way to describe Banchero, he's fine. Siakam in B tier. I might have to move Rodman down, because he only plays one side of the ball. I'm going to move Rodman down, because I'm like... I prefer Batum to Rodman. And I don't think that's a crazy statement to make. Paul George, A. Paul George, really, really good. Small forward, power forward, fantastic player. Robert Covington, I'm sorry, Rocco, you're going into D tier. You could easily go... I'll go D tier with Rocco, because like there are really good players in D tier, but he could easily go to C tier. Ron Artest, I love Ron Artest's release, and I love his defense. I still think Ron Artest is really good. Like, there are certain things in this game that like stand the test of time, and this year's game, if you can lock somebody down and you can hit an open jump shot, and you can have a really, really good quick release that's easy to green, you're going to be good for the rest of the year. And I think Ron Artest, he's not going to be good for the rest of the year, but I think he's going to be usable. I think if you have Ron Artest in your team for the rest of the year, he will be fine. Just like I'm putting Pink Diamond Scottie Pippen on this list in C tier. This guy still chicken plays defense. He's going to go into C tier. Scottie Pippen, no, S. I love Scottie Pippen. I absolutely love this Scottie Pippen, and I'm so disappointed that I had to sell him, because unfortunately I need coins for videos. I had to sell him because I needed coins for videos, and it was one of the toughest things I have ever done, is have to let go of Scotty. On a positive note, though, Jaden McDaniels did come out the next day. So, look, he's not as good as Scotty, but he can still hold his own. And, I mean, I was considering putting Jaden McDaniels in one of my 5 S tier spots. I think my 5 S tier spots are, like, a given. Shane Battier, chick man, unbelievable defender. Get in over Kawhi. Get into A tier. Get into A tier. Shane Battier. No. Let's put Shane Battier in B tier where he belongs. I love Shane Battier though. Shane Battier got me banned. Locking in for Shane Battier got me banned, lads. He got me banned. Like, breaking TOS, like, everyone has their reasons. Everyone's like, oh, I broke TOS because I wanted to win $250,000. And I broke TOS because I wanted Yao Ming. I want the best player in the game. My thing, if I broke TOS to get Shade freaking Batty, it might be the worst reason ever. Terry Mills, D tier. Not terrible, but he is D tier. Thurl Bailey. I'll put him in B. Release still leaves a little bit to be desired. Release is okay. It does leave quite a bit to be desired, though. I think he came out the week before Jonathan Isaac. The more I use him, the more I prefer Jonathan Isaac. The last S tier spot is a card that came out on the 4th of November. It's Pioneers Tim Thomas. Like, Tim Thomas is still... Like, you can argue. I think LeBron's number 1, Bandman's number 2. And I think between Scotty, Giannis, and Tim Thomas, you can argue that Tim Thomas is number 3. You can legitimately argue that Tim Thomas is the 3rd best small forward in the game. This man came out 4 months ago. He came out 4 months ago Friday. Like, that is wild. There will never, like, the only time we've seen a guy have this much longevity, there's been 2 times guys have had this much longevity since they've started, like, boosting, like, card overalls in 2K17. Because in 2K, like, 15 and stuff, you could get, like, 99s day 1, so that doesn't really count. There are 2 cards. There is Andrei Kirilenko from day 1, collector level in NBA 2K19. Only because there was base 11 was just a glitch jump shot. And Luka Doncic last year, who was one of the best players from March till the end of the year, because he just had a glitchy jump shot. But Tim Thomas is going to be usable. He is going to be probably one of the only cards you've ever seen from November that will still be in some people's elite squads in June. Trevor Ariza, C. I don't like Trevor Ariza. Trey Murphy, B. His only flaws is laner. Zion Williamson. I don't mind Zion. He's going to go A. I would have thought with like Brissett and his jumper and Francis Isaac he'd be higher, but no. A tier for Zion Williamson. So anyway, yeah, that is the tier list. That is the best small forwards in my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.